Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Boom, 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 boom. Man, yesterday I was down for the count, man. I ate something that did not agree with me, man. Had me in the bed all day long, man. But, show must go on, so I'm gonna soldier through this thing. Boom, boom, boom. So y'all, bear with my voice. It may sound a little crazy, but yeah, got to get y'all this positive energy though, man. Got to get y'all these life lessons. You know, somebody might learn something from this, might keep them out of these positions. So we rolling, man. We on the road to 100K. We almost there. We got to get to 80K first. We can't get to 80K. We can't get to 100K without getting to 80K, man. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a man. We over here, man. We building. TBP Nation, stand up, man. Salute. Oh, man, I woke up today thinking about this. I wanted to tell y'all about this. I wanted to drop this on y'all. I know y'all heard me speak of this dude before in one of my videos. I believe it was Power Tan video. I think it was the Power Tan video. It had to be because it was on Power Tan. It was something in relations to it or something like that. So y'all can go back and fact check it. Y'all know who the ask in there. Ask your queen, Francine Smith. She be up on game on this TBP. And your boy John Wick say he seen every video, so he'll know. But what I was gonna talk about was old cat I knew named Big Time. Big Time, man. Big Time was a character within itself, man. He was from New York originally, if I'm not mistaken, man. He had that New York accent and everything. Man, Big Time was a wild joker, man. I mean, he was a wild joker, man. And he one of them type of jokers that always talk and be laughing. You know, when you don't really know where he coming from. He be like, yeah, but he dangerous, you know what I'm saying? He dangerous, you know what I'm saying? But he'll be laughing, playing it off, you know what I'm saying? But he would most definitely bust a move on you, not too tall, kind of short dude, fat, big old jolly belly, man. And he was like one of the fat dudes, man, that he just ain't care. You know what I'm saying? He ain't care about nothing about that belly stuff. He ain't doing no working out. He ain't doing none of that. And he'll walk around like you see Rick Ross, man. He you know how Rick Ross built. He always got his shirt all open and everything and let the belly hang and all that like they proud of. That's how Big Time was. Big Time is always up in the pod, man, with his shirt wide open, belly hanging all out, head naughty, beard naughty. You know, he might have on some shorts with some flip-flops and everything, and but he was a businessman. He gonna get money. He gonna find a way to that bag. He gonna get money. He mostly ran a store box. He always gonna run a store box. He got food coming in and out. You know, he got to feed that big belly. You know, so he gonna run that store box, man, and he gonna run it with an iron fist. He want that money. You know what I'm saying? He want that money, and he ain't got no problem with putting hands on you about that money. Putting that lock in the sock on you about that money. Putting that Bethlehem on you about that money. Big Time. Yeah, he want that dough. You know what I'm saying? He want that dough, man. But he was a weird kind of dude too, though, man. Because like I say, he was into a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know for sure if he really got high. I can't really say if he got high because I won't really into that. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really say if he got high, man, but I do know he will touch it and he will sell it and get money with it. But I do know for a fact, and he ain't had no shame in this game. He'll tell you this: he love them boys. He love them boys, but he gonna trick them, and then he might beat them. He might be beating them. You know, I remember he had. I think I said in other, he had the boy in the cell, Bubblicious. Yes, that was his name, Bubblicious. He had a white boy in his cell named Bubblicious, man. I can remember one time, man, they came around, the sergeant them, they'll be coming around sometime, man, and making rounds or whatnot. Now on Power Tan, mind you, all of the cell doors are bars like you see in the old prison movies. They're not like the solid door, they bars. You know what I'm saying? So they can see in. And a lot of times when dudes using the bathroom or doing whatever it is that they do, they want privacy, they'll throw the sheet up there, right? So the problem with that was, especially in the daytime, you know, or nighttime, either whichever one. If you got your light on in your cell and somebody's on the outside and you just got the sheet up there opposed to having a blanket up there, you can see straight in the cell. As far as like you can't see persons, but you can see silhouettes, right? So I can remember, man, the sergeant and somebody came around one time, man, and big time in there, you know, with Bubblicious. I guess he doing what he do. And you can see, dudes was laughing and joking because you could see silhouette, right? And the silhouette was crazy. I don't even want to explain it to y'all. Just use your mind. But the silhouette was crazy. So then the dude come making his round, the sergeant or somebody, and don't nobody say nothing. Don't nobody get a woo woo or police on the floor or nothing. So he walk around. By the time he get the big time and say he can see the silhouette. So he see what's going on, right? So in his mind, man, I know in his mind he probably like, what in the world? You know, what the sheezy? You know, so he looking at it, he say, hey man, what are you doing? Hey, he said, hey, don't make me pull this curtain down, man. Y'all get it together in there. Get it. Now he could have been, you know, dirty and just automatically boom, 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 lock him up. You know what I'm saying? But he did. You know what I'm saying? He told him, get it right by the time I get around here. So when he go all the way around, coming back on the other side, see Big Time coming out the cell, throwing his shirt on, big old belly hanging out. He told him, what are you talking about? What you talking about? You know, like it won't nothing. Like it won't nothing, man. So Sally pull up on and say, look, man, you got to tighten up in there. You ain't got time for that, man. When you got time for that, you got to tighten up in there, man. He said, oh, yeah, I got you, man. I got you. So he looking around at the party, looking at dudes, and dudes is looking at him, and dudes is giggling and laughing. And he was like, yeah, you know what I do. Yeah, you know what I do. You know, he won't trip it. He was like, yeah, son, come on, son. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. That's the type of dude he was. Big old jovial, funny dude, man. But like I say, he'll be the same way when he beefing with somebody. Because when he be down on you about that money. You know what I'm saying? You come get that money out that stove box. Big Time want that money back. And he want it, you know, on payday. Remember I told y'all he had to knock down, drag out fight with old boy Apache. You know what I'm saying? About his money. You know what I'm saying? About his money because Enos, Apache selling, owed him that money. And he went down there and took the commissary. And when Apache came back, which was Enos selling, and Enos was scared, you know, Apache pulled up on him. Man, they rumbled in there. Bang, bang, bang. I'm talking about blood everywhere. Which was crazy because people were saying that was another reason why dudes was a little leery to beef with Big Time because they know he'll push that Bethlehem. They know he'll fight. He'll use a weapon. But people were saying that, you know, he was sick. You know what I'm saying? He was like HIV positive. That's what people were saying because his name was on that list. That I told y'all about that list. They started putting up about people that had to attend this AIDS awareness joint if they was, you know, HIV positive or sick. So Big Time was on there. So people were saying that, you know, he was sick and he took a lot of medicine and stuff. You know, that's another thing in prison too. When dudes be getting that insure, right? I don't know if y'all know what insure is, like a protein drink. They got a lot of stuff in there supposed to help keep your weight and stuff up like that. So they usually issue them through medical, but they only issue them to dudes who supposedly, or from, you know, rumor has it, they only issue them to people who have cancer or who is HIV positive or had AIDS. So Big Time used to get them. So that, with his name being on the list, people used to figure like, and he had no shame about, you know, messing with the boys and stuff. So people just felt like he was sick. And dudes, like I say, you don't really want to get it beefing with nobody sick, especially no real beef. And if it come down to, you know, somebody might get hit and blood gonna be shed, and you know, you're stuck. You know what I'm saying? You get hit, he get hit, y'all blood mixing. That's the way dudes perceived it in prison. So, you know, dudes that people thought that about, you know, they just like let them get away with a little bit more than they would if they didn't think that about it. But far as in big time case, he gonna rumble anyway. You know what I'm saying? He gonna rumble. That's one thing I got to give him. I ain't gonna take no credit from no man that he ain't earned. Big time gonna fight. Big time ain't no type of cat that you gonna just chomp down. You gonna do what you want to do to him. You know, like I say, he ain't big and muscular and all that, but he had the heart. You know what I'm saying? He from New York. You know, he carried it like a New Yorker. He like, hey, yeah, you might be like, man, ain't nobody getting you nothing, man. Who you think you is, man? Ain't nobody gonna, man, I told you, I'll pay you when I get ready. Big time might be like, okay, son. All right, son. Okay, son. I feel you, son. Ain't no beef, son. Yeah, I got you. All right, give it to me when you get it, son. I was just asking about mine, son. Is it you know, about mine, son? You know, I'm wrong, son, for asking about mine. I'm wrong, son. No, ain't no beef. Yeah, that'll fuel a dude. See, like I said, if you act meek, a dude would take that as weak and they'll get even more aggressive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying then. Pressing me about that little stuff, man, I give it to you. I said I give it. All right, son, ain't no beef. Big time might sit down, go sit down, watch TV for a little bit, play it all off, and he might get up and peel out. You can rest assured when he come back, it's gonna be some ruckus and some furniture move, because big time is I mean, I hate to use that word because in prison, like I say, if you got a beef, you know you got a beef. It ain't really no such thing as, you know, sneaking. It ain't really no such thing because we in prison you use the war of the jungle. You know what I'm saying? The war of the jungle is to win. You know, it's predator and prey. It ain't no sneaking. If you got a problem with somebody or just the simple fact that you in prison, you supposed to be on point at all times. Anything other than that is uncivilized. So if you know you just had words with somebody, especially a dispute over money, then you're supposed to be ready. Or either pop off, boom, 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 when you had the words and you ain't got to worry about it, somebody coming and get you. Because you don't never know what a person is thinking of. You just know what they give you out of their mouth. So big time will peel off and come back, man, and big time will come back and play it off, got a little food in it. They always going to the microwave. They go in the microwave, you know, set his little food on top of the microwave. Who last? Who last, son? Who last? All right, I'm behind you, son. All right, I'm behind you. Dude that he arguing with a little minute ago might be over there watching the football game and big time just playing right on off and come right up behind him and pull that lock in the sock out and just start whacking him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just start whacking them, man, and wrap that joint up, man, when dude balled all up and just peel right on out the day room and act like he ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Act like he ain't do nothing. And the police coming and saying we're going big time like this when the police coming up, pulling up on him, and like, what's up, son? I ain't do nothing, son. I ain't do nothing, son. I went to fix my food, son. No, son, you know, and then you got to remember, when I first got to Powhatan, they didn't even have cameras. They ended up having cameras before I left, but when I first got to Powhatan, they didn't even have cameras. And man, listen, they don't call Powhatan nickname was the slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying? That was the nickname of Powhatan, the slaughterhouse. And they say they named it that because also too they had the cattle up there. You know what I'm saying? They had live cows and stuff over there, and people worked over there in the slaughterhouse. But inside the prison was like the slaughterhouse as well, man. Dudes was getting slayed before they put them cameras in there and getting away with it. I'm talking about literally getting away with it because they was getting caught on the stairway. They was getting caught up in the showers. They was getting caught. Dudes run down in your cell and give you the business and peel off. And if don't nobody tell, they gone. They gone. They done pulled the great escape. They done got away. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, big time, man. Big time put some work in there on that farm, man. He was there when I got there, and he was there when I left. And big time might have been in jail. I can't even count how many times. I can't even count. But it was always over, you know, some type of physical altercation. So, you know, it ain't like dudes ain't know that he would put in some work. They knew he would actually put in some work. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I seen him cluck dudes in the head, you know, over that money. I done seen him grab that Bethlehem over that money. I done seen him stand up and fight over that money. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him run up in dudes' cells and take his stuff back. You know what I'm saying? That's just what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And he don't care who it is. He gonna loan you the money. He gonna give you the little man. All right, you gonna have this though, right, son? All right, son. You know what I'm saying? I need this, son. You know what I'm saying? And and he gonna give it to you. But if come store there, if you ain't got it, and he oppressor. He is oppressor. He the kind of dudes that when it's store there and you coming back from them stores, big time gonna be standing there waiting for you. He ain't really want you to go to your cell, take your bag up there, get yourself together, then bring him his stuff. Big time be like, oh no, you can get that to me right now, son. Yeah, you can just go ahead and take it out the bag, son. He always rubbed on his chest. I don't know why, but cause he ain't have now. Where you like, yeah, son, yeah, take it out. I can get it right now, son. And he want his stuff right then and there. Yeah, I told y'all all the time. Big time also got the rumbling with Zulu, old crazy Zulu with that tongue biting, going crazy. Yeah, Zulu was a character as well, man. But I remember Zulu. Now Zulu would do that stuff too. Now Zulu would borrow that money and he'll be late on the money. He'll have good intentions to pay you, but if he ain't got it, he ain't gonna go all out his way to try to get it. He just gonna tell you hold on. You know what I'm saying? Then he gonna go with all them old crazy antics like, man, I said I'm gonna pay you, man. All that, some dudes would be like, man, this cat crazy, man. Just go ahead. But Big Time won't let. Big Time want that money. Big Time like, all right, okay, all right, son. You say that, son, but you late, son. I need mine, son. And man, Zulu kept on bull jiving. Next thing you know, same thing. That was one of his main things, that lock in the sock. Man, Big Time wrapped them about 4 locks in the sock. Mock. And he run in on Zulu while Zulu was sleeping. And took off on Zulu, but Zulu woke up. And he's strong as a bull and come out there and they rumbling, man. They took all the police to get Zulu. Man, I'm telling you, I said that on the video too. Y'all go back and watch that Power 10 when that Power 10 video when Zulu and Big Time got the rumbling. But yeah, Big Time was known. He was known on that compound, man. He was known on that compound. And like I say, from the optics, if you look at him, and his persona always laughing, old fat boy, unkept. You be like, oh man, he's cold bound, man. But you play with him, you gonna be in a situation. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna be in a situation, man, because he had heart, man. He definitely had heart, and he'll get down on if he see weakness. If one of them dudes in there got a boy, got some peoples, and Big Time see weakness in their so-called man, Big Time get to shooting his shot at him. Big Time get to pulling up on them and feeding them and seeing if they trying to take the bait. And if they is, man, he'll tell them, come on, man, go ahead, leave. You know what I'm saying? You can come on with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come over here, grass is green over here. Come over here, no, but I got a dude and man, ain't nobody worried about him. I take care of that. Son. And he'll pull up on him. He'll pull up on him and say, look, the people don't want you no more, man. You gotta go ahead and cut them loose, man. Cut them loose, and he try to take people aboard, cause he gonna keep him aboard. That's for sure. He gonna find, even if he ain't got one in the cell with him, he gonna find one in there. And that's why a lot of people, was more so fueling the rumor that he might have been sick, because a lot of them on Power 10 was sick, because like I told y'all, Power 10 got the medical facility up there. So a lot of the people that were sick, they sent them there, to Power 10. So because they got first aid medical, So yeah, but Big Time was a wild one, man. He was a wild one, man. I'm telling you, man. I seen Big Time one time, get to fighting with a dude in the shower. They got the rumbling in the shower, and there'd be a lot of shower fights. You know what I'm saying? Either by, chance or by, dudes that set it up. Let's go in the shower. Come up in the shower. And they'll go up in the shower and rumble. But you also have dudes in the showers, 5 or 6 showers in there. You had dudes in there, 5 or 6 dudes in the shower, and dudes get to talking and, woo, yeah, dudes in the shower talking, yeah, woo, and dudes is just talking about whatever. And a lot of dudes will get in there and they'll be uncomfortable because Big Time in there, because they know what he into. So I can remember, man, we was in there one time, man, and the dude said something about, man, like, man, hurry up and get up out here, man. Got all these, boy lovers up in here and all that, and Big Time knew he was talking about him because he was the only one that fit the description at the time. So Big Time like, yeah, what you mean by that, son? What you mean by that? So dude was like, man, don't even say nothing to me, man. Ain't nobody saying nothing to you. He said, yeah, I know. You making references though, son. You making references. So man, dude was like, man, F you, man. Get on about the shower anyway, man. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Get on about here. Go up in there when them people's up in here. So Big Time was like, man, I take a shower like everybody else, man. Come on, son. You talking crazy, son. And next thing you know, Big Time, like I told you, he'll be laughing. And Big Time just stole it. Ma! And they rumbling in the shower. Everybody getting up out of the shower. You talking about two grown men in the shower rumbling, falling down, slipping, soap everywhere, water everywhere. These dudes buck naked, you know what I'm saying? And they rumbling, and I'm talking about who gonna break it up? Not me. Not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not grabbing no naked dudes, nah. So they rumbled up in there, man. Dudes getting out of the shower, drying off, getting on up out there, walk up out there. Man, them dudes stayed in there fighting for about 10, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Rumbling, knock down, drag out, buck naked fighting. Yeah, where you gonna see that at? Buck naked fighting. And both of them, came out there, blooded, busted up, so who say who won? He say he won, he say he won. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, Big Time old school. See what I'm saying? Big Time old school, and he know the rules. You get physical with somebody, man, you can't have him around you because he know he a sneak artist. He'll pull up on you when you ain't prepared. So, sure as grits as grocers, man, about 2 days later, Big Time clucked them all upside the head coming down the stairs. Coming down the stairs, Big Time going up the stairs, he coming down the stairs. Big Time walk right on past him like it won't nothing, pull that thing out, turn around and beat him all the way down the stairs. Clucked him about 10, 15 times and roll on out. And he got locked up for it. and he got locked up for it. Because dude on the stairs and he hollering and everything, and then the person that was down there, the CO that was coming in, they see Big Time coming from down the stairs and going on around the way to his jump. So she going upstairs, she see dude. Everybody say dude told, but the lady said he ain't tell. She said she seen him. She seen him. So they locked Big Time up for that. But see, like I say, on Powhatan, you go to jail, man, for something like that. Especially when I was there in the 90s and stuff, you know what I'm saying, late 90s, you go to jail for something like that on Powhatan, man. You might be in M building for about 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks, they gonna throw you right back out there to the wolves, and Big Time always usually came right back to the same block. Sometimes to the same cell, because sometimes they'll leave your cell open, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of weeks, and you go right back to the same cell. You know what I'm saying? And then Big Time had it too, where a lot of people ain't want to be in the cell with him, so they would only put certain people in the cell with him, which was back to the rumor. Why? How can he get it like that? But they only put certain people in the cell with him, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Big Time was a character, man. He was a character, but he doing his time the way he want to do it. You know what I'm saying? He doing it on his own terms. He know, administration know what he about. Everybody know what he about. But like I say, most of his drama always came from that store box. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll get new dudes come on the camp, young dudes, and they ain't got nothing. They want to go buy something. And Big Time had a big store box. So if this person ain't got it or that person ain't got it, 9 times out of 10, Big Time got it. So you going to go to him anyway, eventually, if you one of them type of dudes that bar. Plus them dudes that be getting into poker games and gambling games and they run out of money and they trying to get back, they run straight to Big Time. Man, let me get... And Big Time be like, son, you gambling, son. I don't like to loan money to gamblers, son, because you desperate, son. You desperate, son, and I'm going to want my money, son. You know what I'm saying? No, man, I got it, man. I'm going to have it. Son, I'm telling you, son, you want to get it from somewhere else, son. And he meant that, because if you get it, he want it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the rules of the penitentiary, man. And Big Time enforced them rules, man. As far as the way I dealt with him, man, I always just thought he was funny. You know what I'm saying? I always thought it was funny. Actually, one time he slept right beside me. His cell was right beside mine. You know what I'm saying? And I always just thought it was funny, man. But I ain't never had to do no type of business with him because I ain't used drugs and I ain't need nothing from nobody. So I was always on whatever level we was on, which is speaking or whatever. And I just used to laugh at him when he get to talking that New York talk and talking about how he carried it in New York and how he got his name because he was in New York. He was a drug dealer. Then he came there. I forgot what city he was in, but he was in some city in VA and he was getting money and, you know what I'm saying, ended up getting towed off. But he had a lot of old pictures of him on the street and, you know, the pictures he had looked like he was getting it. You know what I'm saying? He definitely ain't looked like he looked in the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? But the pictures looked like he, you know, he was doing a little something on the street. He was getting money, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But I wonder where Big Time is now. I don't know, man. I gotta check my resources, man, in prison, man. See if anybody know where Big Time at, man. Cause he definitely was a character, man. And I don't know what made me think about him this morning, but I did. He crossed my mind, man. Something sparked it in my mind. It just made me want to share this story with y'all, man, about old New York Big Time, man. Yeah, he was into a whole lot of flammery and skullduggery and larceny and tomfoolery. But he will push that Bethlehem and he will cluck you in that head with them locks. Baka, 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 without hesitation. And you can believe that. You can lay flat and believe that. Big Time was about that, he was about that life, man, in more ways than one. But he was about that life, man. But the thing about him was he ain't had nothing he do. He did not hide nothing he do. He ain't had no shame in it. He won't gonna let you poke fun at him for anything he do. But at the same time, he did everything he did out in the open, man. He won't sneaking, he won't creeping, he won't doing none of that. He let it be known what he was doing, whether it's you, the administration or whatever. He let him know what he was into. You know what I'm saying? So you know he lived his life like that, man. So you know, I don't know where he at now, but shout out to Big Time, man. Shout out to Big Time. What's up, son? What's up, son? You know, Big Time doing his thing, man. But yeah, but like I say, man, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. And the blessing is, man, like I say, you know, Big Time, man, he do what he want to do, but then again, like I say, the people that he pull into his circle, man, is people that's in the penitentiary, and they weaker than him. And that's how the law of the land is, man. The strong gonna dominate the weak, but in turn, man, the smart gonna dominate all. So, you know, you have to be smart, man. And the smartest thing you can do is not to go to prison. Not to go to prison, so you'll never have to live this lifestyle. You'll never have to encounter these type of people. You only have to hear about them, you know, or you only have to read about them or see them in a movie script or something like that, man, or on YouTube, you know, on 33 Years of Prison Stories with BANKY POUND. But other than that, man, the blessing is, man, you out here in these streets, man, and you'll never have to see the inside of a penitentiary unless you visiting somebody. And hopefully you won't have to do that, because nobody in your circle will get, you know, incarcerated. But man, it's a vicious life, man, with a lot of different twists and turns in prison, man. And anybody in prison can fall victim. You know what I'm saying? Especially the violence. You know what I'm saying? So stay free, man. Stay free out here in this good old free world, man. No matter how hard it gets out here, I can assure you, from being on both sides, the heart out here is a little softer than the heart in there. So, you know, stay free, man. In the meantime, in between time, man, I see y'all in 24 hours, man. We'll be right back at it again, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And by all means, man, duck them hooks, man. Nah, nah, nah.